private. Here we've got the commandments. Here we've got statute laws. These don't apply to the free man. Only applies to persons. We've got gold, silver. Here we've got fiat. We've got lots of other things. I've got them written down, but it's okay. And the reason that the governments have it over everyone now is there's a hierarchy of authority. And this is a key thing that you need to internalise. You know, who made who here? The Creator made man. Can man dictate to the Creator what to do? Can the created regulate the Creator? Maxim of law. So we are the debtor in this situation. There's the creditor. Man-made government, for better or worse. Even though we were told we shouldn't have one. But anyway, we did it. We fell over a few thousand years ago. Who's the debtor here? Government. Man's the creditor. Government made corporations, dead men speaking. Now, if we believe that we are the name on a birth certificate, bank card, driver licence, everything else that they issue, then we are a corporation and we've acknowledged it. We've consented. So governments can regulate those. So you have no rights. If you notice the government that you apologise, you were delinquent, you didn't realise who you were and what your standing really was, and that you are now resuming your standing and taking control of this agent in commerce called your birth certificate, you suddenly leapfrog the government and they've got to perform. And believe me, I go after individuals and boy, do they perform or they run. They run. They don't want liability, personal liability. So if you can internalise that, you're halfway there. You've got to build some backbone. You can't do what we do without backbone. And you've got to ditch fear. It comes from over here in the public. Aren't they always brainwashing us? Or if you don't pay this, we're taking your house. We're going to take your car. We're going to do this to you. We're going to do that. Fear, 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 fear. All from mammon. Here, love. That girl that talked earlier, Sandy. Gosh, mate, I want to align with that girl. She's already on the path. I wish she was here today. But anyway, we'll send her a disc. I mentioned about words, very specific. In the public, I'm very careful about the words I select because you're convening a court whenever you deal with anyone in the public. So I never used their copyright words. At home, I don't talk about journeying on the King's highways and byways or travelling or I'm behind the wheel. They're not copyrighted. I don't drive anywhere. I can't. I haven't got a licence. When you get a licence, you're subjected to the state transport department's rules and regulations as a person. I don't want to go there. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, okay? Because I can't tell you what to do. I don't have the right to do that. But if you like the world of freedom where you don't get milked all day long and you're choked at the throat and, you know, if you could teach your children this like I do with mine, they'll have freedom. And when they bring out laws like the Patriots Acts, which don't apply to you as a free man on the land, who cares what insidious things they bring out, like your brigalow thing. I mean, I should be concerned with it, but it doesn't apply to me, so I haven't put my energy into it. I've got too many other things to do. But there are people that can learn this process, that can put energy into it and maybe do something with it. We mentioned earlier in the day about conditioning, how the media conditions us from day one. We've got to uncondition all their conditioning. We mentioned about the world changing into fiction because of the currency in 32, 33. That's when Admiralty came in. Common law's extinct unless you bring it out by them recognising your standing. Then you can bring it back out again. Some issues that came up during the day, and I'll quickly go into honour, dishonour. Water was brought up by one lady. especially with farmers, that, you know, how can they survive with water taxes and permits and this and that and the other? If you're in here, you can be taxed. If a farmer has his standing, he cannot be taxed. That is his water. Isn't there someone else with a higher claim to creating the water than the state? What's the state saying? We made the water, give me a break. So you just break presumptions, and I forgot to mention that. Earlier I said 2 key words. Please internalise intent. You need to notice the state of your intent, what you're about, what you're not going to do to them. You know, we're not here to harm anyone, we're here to help them. Help others to uphold their laws even. Ours is a peaceful mission. Intent. The other one is breaking presumptions. And I do that in court a lot for people because many presumptions are made. And if you don't break the presumptions by being silent, you've consented to whatever they're offering you. Whatever they say is an offer to contract, just like a written contract. A verbal can be a contract. So we have to break presumptions. And what that means is that we don't want to argue, we just accept what they're saying as long as they can prove their claim. Who bears burden of proof? The one making the claim, isn't it? Anyone that's a lawyer, or doesn't the one making the claim bear burden of proof? Yes. When they fail to provide the proof, they fall over. And that's how you win, every time. The trouble is, it's an adversarial system, the legal system. They've taught to fight. Boom, 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 boom. The one that's most has the best argument either wins, or the one who's least in dishonour. We're not in dishonour. That's why you win.